You pick it up. You don't even know why. Your hand just moved, the screen lit up, and 10 seconds later, you're scrolling through something you don't care about. You put it down, then you pick it up again. This happens dozens of times a day. And if someone asked you why, you'd say you were just checking, just seeing if anything was new. But that answer is wrong. The real reason you can't stop checking your phone has nothing to do with your phone at all. Your brain is not a modern machine. It evolved on the African savanna over 2 million years, solving very different problems. Finding food, avoiding predators, staying connected to your group. And the single most dangerous thing you could do back then was miss something. Miss the rustle in the tall grass. Miss the shift in someone's expression. The humans who survived were the most vigilant. The ones whose brains never fully relaxed. The ones who kept scanning. That brain is your brain. In 2009, neuroscientist Wolfram Schultz discovered something that reframed how scientists understood motivation. Dopamine doesn't fire when a reward arrives. It fires in the moment before, when the outcome is still uncertain. Your brain is not chasing pleasure. It is chasing the chance of pleasure. And nothing has ever exploited that more perfectly than a smartphone notification. A notification is not a reward. It is a signal that something might have happened. Someone might have replied. Something might have changed. You don't know yet. That not yet floods your brain with dopamine. You pick up the phone to resolve it. But the moment you put it down, new uncertainty begins. So your hand moves again. B.F. Skinner figured this out in the 1950s with pigeons. When they pressed a lever and food appeared randomly, not every time, just sometimes, they pressed almost continuously. They couldn't stop. The unpredictable schedule was more compelling than a guaranteed reward. Your phone is that lever. Your phone also exploits something older than dopamine: social monitoring. Evolutionary anthropologist Robin Dunbar of Oxford found that your brain evolved to track roughly 150 relationships constantly, not occasionally, every waking hour. Knowing who was angry with whom, knowing your social position, whether it had shifted overnight. Every time you open your phone, you are running that same ancient calculation. Who replied? Who saw your message? Whether you've been included or excluded. The platform is new. The behavior is ancient. Neuroscientist Kent Berridge of the University of Michigan identified two separate systems in the brain: wanting and liking. Wanting is the dopamine-driven urge. Liking is the feeling of satisfaction when you get it. In addictive behavior, they separate. You want the thing intensely. When you get it, you feel almost nothing. You scroll. You find nothing meaningful. You feel hollow. But the wanting doesn't decrease. It increases. Because your brain never found what it was actually looking for. It never does. What it's looking for is safety, certainty, belonging. These are not things any app can deliver. But your brain keeps sending your hand toward the screen, convinced that this check, this scroll, will finally resolve it. The apps are not neutral. Former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris testified before the Senate that technology companies deliberately exploit these vulnerabilities to maximize time on platform. Time on platform is maximized by preventing resolution, by keeping the reward uncertain, by making the lever just unpredictable enough that you never stop pressing. You were not born with a phone addiction. You were born with a brain perfectly shaped to develop one. The next time your hand moves toward your phone without a reason, recognize it. That is not you choosing to check. That is an ancient survival system built for a world that no longer exists, firing in a world it was never designed for. The savannah is gone. But your brain is still scanning the tall grass. And somewhere in that endless habitual checking, your brain is still doing the only thing it has ever known how to do. It is trying to keep you alive. It just picked the wrong lever.